How many times have you felt like a slave to your own desire? How many nights have you stayed awake, consuming images that drained your energy, leaving you empty, weak, and ashamed? Pleasure seemed sweet in the moment, but soon after came the bitter taste of defeat. You already know this. Every relapse steals a piece of your vitality. Every time you give in, you trade away part of your spirit for almost nothing. It's as if you're burning your life force just for seconds of relief. But what if I told you, desire is not just a biological instinct. It's the most dangerous test you'll ever face, yet also the most powerful key to your life. Mastering your sexual energy is not about repression, it's about sovereignty. It's about reclaiming the power you've been giving away for free. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. The man who never confronts his shadow will always be ruled by it." And today you'll understand. Either you master your sexual energy, or it masters you. The difference between slavery and vital power begins right now. What most men don't realize is that sexual desire is more than a physical urge. It's a spiritual language, disguised as a biological impulse. Every time temptation shows up, it's not just your body asking for pleasure. It's a summons, a test, a rehearsal for something greater. Think about it. Every spiritual warrior of the past was tested first by hunger, then by fear, then by pain, and finally, by desire. Why? Because desire is the most intimate battlefield. A war no one else can see. No one applauds you. No one condemns you. It's in that silence that truth is revealed. Desire is exactly what Jung described, a shadow demanding attention. Ignore it, and it controls you. Face it, and you awaken. And this awakening isn't abstract, it's war. Desire is the first altar where your soul is tested. Not in front of judges or demons, but before your own body, this temple of flesh that can either become a vessel of light or a prison of addiction. It's easy to win external battles, to show off power, wealth, or status. But the real battle begins with what no one sees. It's in that exact moment when temptation whispers, and you decide, will I surrender or will I govern? Mastering your desire is not about suffocating yourself. It's about becoming the guardian of your own life force. Because every time you say no to unconscious pleasure, you're saying yes to your deepest purpose. This invisible discipline strengthens the spirit, sharpens your presence, and opens the door to a power the world cannot steal. And if something in this message resonates with you, remember, this journey doesn't have to be lonely. There is a brotherhood of men, just like you, who have chosen to govern their desire and awaken their spirit. To walk this invisible war together, subscribe to this channel. Here you'll always find direction, courage, and truth to keep moving forward, because the desire you master today defines the man you'll become tomorrow. The problem is that most men today are trapped in a silent cycle: instant pleasure, relapse, guilt, the promise of change, and then another relapse. This loop looks harmless, but deep inside it corrodes the soul. Every yes to unconscious desire is really a no to your higher mission. Have you noticed how emptiness always follows pleasure? That's no coincidence. That emptiness is the invisible price being collected. Pleasure is never neutral. It shapes you. It rewires your mind, your heart, your very life force. Take pornography, for example. It doesn't just deliver images, it programs models of desire. It rewires your unconscious, reshaping how you perceive love, intimacy, and even power. And the more you consume, the further you drift away from who you really are. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." That's exactly what we see today. Men walking in circles, thinking they lack motivation, when in reality, they're bleeding energy. But there is another path. Desire doesn't have to be the enemy, it can be the teacher. When you choose to govern your sexual energy, it stops being a prison and becomes fuel. The same fire that once burned you down can now light your way. That's transmutation, turning raw impulse into presence, discipline, and creative power. And I want to hear from you. What's your hardest struggle when it comes to desire? Have you felt this endless cycle of falling, emptiness, and regret? Share your experience in the comments. Here, no one walks alone. Every story is part of this invisible war. We're all learning to win. So, what can you do starting today? First, observe the impulse. When desire rises, don't run, don't fight blindly. Take a deep breath and realize, this isn't me. This is just energy asking for direction. That simple awareness already breaks the automatic cycle. Second, redirect the energy. Instead of opening a screen or surrendering to habit, channel that moment into creation. Write, train, pray, study, build. The brain learns quickly if you teach it that the impulse is an invitation to act constructively. Very soon desire will stop being a prison and will become your fuel. Third, establish small vows. Don't try to win the entire war in one day. Commit to short victories. Today, I will not give in. Each daily victory strengthens your inner guardian and awakens the spirit that's been asleep inside you. Because mastering sexual desire is not about denying who you are, it's about taking back the throne of your own life. Only when we face the shadow do we become whole, and this is your opportunity to transform the fire that once dragged you down into the same fire that will now lift you up. If this message resonates with you, thank you for staying until the end. Your presence is valuable. Subscribe to Neuro Alchemy and like this video. Join this community of men who are pursuing personal evolution, discipline, and mastery of their energy. Don't stop here, watch the next video, because your journey of awakening has only just begun.